Hey, I wanted to start blogging about fixing mental health, and I need to start now because right now I'm in a state of horrible being in which I'm doing this depersonalization, dissociation. That's why I'm talking pretty slow right now, and probably see that my eyes are kind of foggy, like in a phase. And that is 100% because of this tension that I created in my own body on purpose by accident. I got stuck in it in a zombie world, not knowing how to stop doing it while my thoughts are nothing but the fears of the future and all kinds of everything just seems so different and bizarre and unmanageable as soon as you get into it. But even worse, just sitting there, just sitting around, you're actually in pain. You're actually constantly in pain. And then what you can do is you're sitting in this tension pain. You can continue doing that tension pain and go lift weights and do it while, it's harder, but lift weights, do anything, I'm saying. You can do everything and still be stuck in that state. So it's not necessarily to get out there and start doing things and then you won't do this, because you will do the tension. You can do the tension in that other stuff at the same time. So first of all, you gotta it is very good to start doing things. Don't wallow in the tension, in the hell. Absolutely stop that as soon as possible, because it's just going to get worse and worse and worse as you let it persist, even for days at a time. It can persist in you. You can sleep in that and wake in it, and you can get really stuck in it. I really got stuck in it for years. It was a hell world, and my life turned into an absolute horrible nightmare for years after I did that biofeedback, EEG biofeedback, not knowing what I was doing. I did the tension because it reads physical tension if you actually flex, so I was just doing it, trying to get the waves to go as fast as they could, and I was like, so I'm supposed to do this? And then all of a sudden I went to school and everything, and I couldn't talk, after being voted the most funniest person in my class. I was extremely smart in everything, definitely relativity, and I turned into opposite man immediately. Suddenly I couldn't talk. It was so bizarre how that can happen just through your own mind manipulation. But anyways, you want to do the opposite. You obviously can't do tension anymore. You need to see. You got to stop seeing yourself, the glorified self-consciousness that it becomes, and focus 100% on the outside world. I was so deep in it, I needed to go into moral philosophy, figured out the greatest happiness for the greatest number, and that was able to kickstart me to keep me focused on the outside more, was focusing on trying to make a society the greatest happiness for the greatest number. It allowed me to get my emotions involved, and eventually I was able to keep focusing on the outside world. Anyways, what you want to do is first you want to relax completely, get in the absolute present, forget about the past and the future, just absolute right here, right now. Get a sense of that exterior reality. Not only feel it, but feel yourself, control your body and all of its movements, and sense all the exterior reality. Really start to get your thoughts into it. Get your thoughts into all this exterior reality, and those feelings will follow the thoughts. And then you just want to get your thoughts out. And you're also in control of your body. You feel your body, but it's not a tension thing. It's a thought thing. So you get back in control of your body, you sense the exterior reality, and then once you do get out of it, you don't want to make videos like this because you don't even want to think about how that actually ever happened to you, yada yada yada, and it's actually pretty hard to get back in it once you get out of it for a while, because it's a total different world. And once you're back into the world that everyone does live in, if they don't start doing attention that they actually get stuck in, natural way, the way you're born, it's not easy to fall back into a total nightmare tension thing again. But once you do fall into it, it's opposite. It's hard to get out of it. As unbelievable it may sound if you're not doing it. I've been in and out of it so many times that I'm sorry, it's real. That's how it is. It's smart as I may be out of it, not in it. It's still incredibly difficult to get yourself out of it. But anyways, so, and then you also have to, once you get that state, like just sensing, basically replace the wallowing tension with the focus, with the sense, the exterior sense of the reality, the exterior sense of this physical board right here, you know, that in everything that is of solid matter, all of that, you know, sense of your body in it, in the present moment. Notice, you know, maybe techniques of try to spot 6 things in red, 6 things in blue. Get yourself into the present moment, and that will replace, because you're not replace that tension with the thoughts, and you'll just basically automatically relax. And just then get yourself a to-do list and get on it. I mean, first start, you know, clean the house at least, wash your car, you know, at least do that stuff. Try to get into the workout club, you know, pump the muscle, feel that muscle, get your emotions rolling, you know, and keep the thoughts out, and then once you kick it out and you get back outside again and all the thoughts are there, and then you become a genius just, you know, instantly, and it's very hard to go back into the tension without fears, you know. Don't focus on any fears. The only way you can overcome them is by thinking. You can never stop thinking. You know, in this world, it's you're all in or you're all out. And it's like that tension, and when you fall into it and you just sit there wallowing in it, just in pain, while thinking about fears and not wanting to do the tension, which is physically painful all the time, you still just sit in it, and you know, it takes maybe a little bit of effort. A little bit. I mean, it takes effort to get out of it. You gotta start doing what you don't want to do, which you know, consciously you don't want to sit there wallowing in it, but subconsciously, whatever, you do, and you do sit there wallowing in it, even though, of course, I don't want to. You know, there's no worse pain. I mean, it's much better life to work in the mill 10 hours a day and not be doing this, construction, whatever. That's all fun and games when you're not in tension, if you can do. But if you're working in the mill and doing tension at the same time, you know, work in the mill or whatever kind of work, any kind of work, what you have it, I mean, you're still in horrible pain. You know, it's not as easy as just going to work and then it'll automatically stop. It helps to keep it stopped once you are focused on the outside world without doing it. it's kind of like you got to do it all at the same time. You know, get a sense of that exterior reality, focus on the outside world, and then once you're thinking and everything, then you want to keep busy, stay busy, get on that to-do list, get active, stay active, keep the focus on the outside world, try to concentrate. You know, it's like a glorified self-consciousness. You gotta make it a glorified focus on everyone else and everything else, and definitely stay positive. You know, not fears of the future. Stay on the present. Stay on the present in your thinking, not wallowing in just fear kind of thing. Just keep that focus, and you'll be out in no time. And you know, it's okay. You'll start feeling all the emotions, and boy, feeling all those emotions, crying and all that stuff, it's a hell of a lot better than feeling wallowing tense pain. There's no other pain worse than wallowing tense pain. Feeling pain, crying, and those kinds of emotional, thought-filled pain, those aren't pain anymore at all. Those are awesome. Everything is beautiful compared to being stuck in some kind of tension. You know, other people, I got it originally from doing biofeedback, which is very unusual. Obviously, most people don't do something like that. But, you know, other people get stuck in some kind of fear. Other types of ways they definitely get into similar situations where they're actually stuck in the world. It's all zombie and everything is crappy because you're not even thinking really, and your body's not even you're not even controlling it well anymore, and everything's like, you know, I play tennis, you know, suddenly you can't even play tennis, and you know, before I was state champion wrestler and all that. I mean, I play tennis now, but not then when I first got stuck in it. But you know, all that stuff, it's a real disability to get stuck in a hell of pain. But anyways, I should cut this video short. Maybe I'll try to keep more, especially I'd like to make some more when I'm fully out of it too. But you can kind of see that, you know, I did make a video when I am not all there, you know. So and of course I've been much worse before, but anyways, thanks.